Well, we go. Good afternoon and welcome to Storybook Land. My name is Heidi and I'll be your captain and storyteller, and we're riding aboard the Alice from the movie Alice in Wonderland. Just a quick reminder during our cruise to please remain seated with your hands, arms, and fingers inside the boat at all times. Uh-oh, it looks like we're about to enter the jaws of Monstro, the very same whale that swallowed Pinocchio and Geppetto. But don't worry, Pinocchio was a very smart boy, and he lit a fire right here inside Monstro's belly that made him sneeze so hard, he blew his tail right off, giving us our very own special entrance into Storybook Land. And now Monstro is only half the whale he used to be. Around the bend on the left is the cave of the Big Bad Wolf, and safely in the center of the canal are the homes of the three little pigs. One made of straw, one made of sticks, and one made of 100% wolf-proof bricks. Coming up on the left is the English village of Alice in Wonderland, and on sunny days Alice used to daydream right down by the water's edge at the hole of the White Rabbit, when one day she followed him and fell down, 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 beginning her adventures in Wonderland. And in the center of the canal is one big park where, with a little bit of pixie dust, John, Wendy, and Michael Darling followed Peter Pan and Tinkerbell to Neverland, second star to the right, and straight on till morning, where they never, never, never had to grow up. Straight ahead is Agrabah, city of mystery and enchantment. High on the hill sits the golden palace of the Sultan, and down below the busy marketplace where Aladdin's first met Princess Jasmine. They say the only thing that he stole that day was her heart. Aww. And under these very rose-covered arches is where Aladdin and Jasmine first took their magic carpet ride to a whole new world.
Now, at this stage of your that's the end of the lion.
And just a quick reminder, folks, to keep those hands, arms, and fingers inside the boat at all times. And don't touch anything, because we're about to enter the Cave of Wonders. This is where the diamond in the rough, Aladdin, and his best friend Abu discovered all kinds of treasures. But one more precious than any other was the golden lamp that came with its very own genie and 3 magic wishes. Through the forest on the right is the cottage of Snow White and the 7 dwarfs, and nestled right behind in the hillside is the jewel mine, where the 7 dwarfs still whistle while they work. And if you look off to the left, you might recognize the French chateau, where Cinderella grew up with her stepmother and 2 evil stepsisters. And halfway up the hill on the bridge is the pumpkin carriage that took her to the ball. And at the very top of the hill, Cinderella's fairy tale pink castle, where she still lives today with her Prince Charming. Coming up on the left is the English village of Alice in Wonderland. Sorry. On the left is a very unique floral display. It's our very own patchwork quilt. It's comprised of 23 different desert blooms. And if you were wondering, all the trees and bushes here in Storybook Land are real. They've just been miniaturized to grow only 1 inch per year. This is done by a magical process known only to our head gardener, Tinkerbell. And if you are wondering, Storybook Land is one of the original attractions here at Disneyland, when the park opened July 17, 1955. Coming up straight ahead with the 9 chimneys is Toad Hall, the home of Mr. Toad. It doesn't look like he's home right now. He must be out on a wild ride in his shiny red car to nowhere in particular. And on the left are the 3 windmills. The one in the center made famous for housing the animals during the harsh winter storm in the movie The Old Mill. And straight ahead, underneath the snow-capped alpine mountains, is the village of Pinocchio and Geppetto. And at the water's edge is Geppetto's wood carving shop, where he carved Pinocchio, wished upon a star, and with the help of the blue fairy, Pinocchio became a real boy. Coming up on the right is the castle and ship of Prince Eric, and on these sandy shores is where Ariel rescued Prince Eric and took her first steps on dry land. And if you look to the left through the waterfall, you might catch a glimpse of King Triton's Undersea Palace, where Ariel grew up, and where her best friend Flounder and Sebastian still live today. And this concludes our journey through Storybook Land. Please watch your hands, arms, fingers, and elbows on the dock side of the boat.